Hello, this is Type. This is Fella, the 7th week of it, and we are about to face Derek, who is the coach of Santalune Sharpedos. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that town name, Santalune. Anyway, coached by Derek, and he took over Drew's team at week 4, I believe, and he's actually been playing pretty well with his team. I mean, Drew drafted amazingly, and Derek, I believe, only made 2 changes to the team, or even just 1, I'm not sure. 2 actually, I'm pretty sure. He has a very, very, very threatening team, but let's go over my own one first. So, as a recap, my team is Tornadus, Therion, Infernape, and my new addition to the team is Magneton, Whimsicott, Empoleon, Latias, Mega Diancie, Golok, Kingdra, Hyperdrive, Frost, and Garbodor. So just very quickly, wildcard Magneton. I noticed that Mesprit actually is very, very similar to Latias. There's not many situations where I can bring a Mesprit because Latias is often better. Yes, Mesprit has access to Stealth Rock and U-turn, which are pretty important, but Magneton has a terrific synergy with Mega Diancie and still has access to Volt Switch. So I thought that I'll go with Magneton over Mesprit. I was also planning to make another trade, but I'm not sure about it. I'm not sure about if I'm gonna do that. Probably not. Anyway, to Derek's team. So here you can see it, very threatening team, Mega Venusaur, Fables, Zapdos, Azelf, Fortress, Sharpedo, Arcanine, Terrakion, Mega Tauros, Murkrow, and Golem. So definitely a lot of threats. Mega Venusaur very annoying, Clefable, Zapdos, all very, very annoying mons. He has used both his speed boost mons very effectively, both Sharpedo and Mega. There's Terrakion, which is a huge threat. Tauros, which is a huge threat. Arcanine can be annoying with Intimidate and all, and there's Fortress, which can set up hazards. So a lot of options. I have no idea what he's gonna bring, but I'm planned for pretty much everything. So let's have a look at my team. So I'm bringing Latias, Golurk, Thornty, Empoleon, Infernape, and Magneton, the Trinity, making its appearance straight away. So what the fuck is going on? What was my why does it do this? I'm pretty sure it was this. Yeah. Anyway, I actually was first gonna bring Mesprit with the exact same moveset, but then I realized that Latias is better for that. So, and then I made the trade anyway, so I don't even have Mesprit anymore. T-Wave, I mean, my plan pretty much was to speed control with T-Wave, something that I did very successfully last season in a lot of battles. So I'm probably gonna lead off with Latias and just T-Wave anything that he wants to lead off with. I have Psyshock and Dragon Pulse's coverage. They actually deal very effectively with his team than just Healing Wish as a support. I guess Roost could be very nice too, but I'm gonna go with Healing Wish, and Healing Wish is nice for Infernape, Golurk, especially maybe Magneton too. I guess Thorn doesn't really need it unless it gets, I don't know, Toxic or something, or T-Waved. And set, basically I don't need any speed because I'm not I'm a bulky, so I don't need any speed, and the slower mons of his, I don't expect them to actually try to or be fast at all. I can't outspeed Sharpedo and Yanmega anyway, because they can just protect and get the speed boost. Zapdos, if it's offensive, it's not a problem. If it's defensive, it's not gonna outspeed. Clefable won't outspeed. Mega Venusaur won't run speed, and Terrakion I would have to run almost max speed, so no reason to try to outspeed that. Arcanine is the possible. It could run speed, but if it has crunch, then I have the Colbur Burst, so it's not a problem either, and I can just E-wave it and proceed to act accordingly. With probably just hitting it with either of my stab moves. Okay, my next. Okay, actually, the spread. So this is like 140s with modest is pretty good. It allows me to 3-hit KO the standard defensive Venusaur set with Leechidon with Psyshock. So if he Leechids me, I can still 3-hit KO with Psyshock. This is a very situation because he's probably gonna run Synthesis anyway, and he may not bring the Leechid anyway. But I thought that this is the milestone that I want to reach with my set. And it does a lot to damage pretty much anything in his team. It 1-hit KOs Sharpedo with Dragon Pulse. I'm pretty sure it 1-hit KOs Yanmega as well. And yeah, Fortress is a problem, but I have other answers for it. So my next mon is my Hummingbird, the Golurk, which is AV set with Iron Fist, Heavy Slam, Fire Punch, Earthquake, and Rock Slide. I still have to actually check if I'm actually no-got Stone Edge, because I really want to, like, this set doesn't really check Zapdos that well. I have to check. I really want to have Fire Punch though, because I don't have many answers to Fortress. I was actually gonna bring no-got Dynamic Punch first, but like his team doesn't really have anything that Dynamic Punch is good for. Like mainly the Tauros is there, but I feel Fire Punch is better. Heavy Slam is actually it's always a 2-hit KO on Clefable, so Golurk is a Clefable counter, as crazy as it sounds. Fire Punch only for Fortress. Earthquake, a strong stab move, hits a lot of things. Rock Slide for Yanmega, but for Zapdos too. So I have to see how much I do to defensive Zapdos, so I may actually switch to no guard Stone Edge. Also have to see how much Fire Punch does to the Fortress. I don't think I've even checked that yet. So I have to do that. Okay, then I have my actually the spread. So enough speed to make sure that I outspeed Clefable, even if it is trying to speed creep my base 60 mons, which I'm not sure what I have on. I had to check one thing. Okay, yeah, no, nothing there. So yeah, I had actually even more speed. I'm not sure why I had so much speed, but even he's trying to speed creep my base 60 speed mons. Is it Empoleon? It's Empoleon. Okay, that's my speed, base 60. So if it's trying to speed creep that, I can still probably outspeed the Clefable. I'm not sure about my HP and def, but I had them like with my first initial sketch, so I'm not sure if I've just randomly put these stats there or just had some idea behind that. But anyway, I like that, so like there's no point to change it because this should work fine. I can take some physical hits a bit better with this HP investment. And then to my tornadoes, so I have AV with air slash heat wave grass, not U-turn. Air slash is a 2 KO on any kind of Venusaur, so I really didn't have any need to run Hurricane and miss, like risk the misses. I don't think Hurricane really allows me any big 2 KOs, or I mean, yeah, which air slash wouldn't. I'm not sure about Clefable though, but then again, Golurk is my dedicated Clefable counter. Heat Wave there for 4 address for Yan Mega. I mean, I guess A slash also works for Yan Mega. Grass not for things like Golem, Terrakion, and then U-turn. Have max special attack so that I can hit with A slash as hard as possible. Enough speed to outspeed the Azelf, and I'm not again sure about this attack. I think my idea was to. It could either be so that I kill the Sharpedo, or just to make some more damage to Azelf. But I think this is very nice kinda wall breaker. Deals well with things like Golem, Fortress, etc. Okay, next up I have my Empoleon with Sugar Berry, Stealth Rock, Defox, Scaldroar. So this might check to Sharpedo, also Tauros. I can scald them, do some damage so that I can better check them with my Infernape. I have Sugarberry for many of those two, Sharpedo and Tauros, so that their EQ won't KO me. Stealth Rock is very nice because it cripples Yan Mega a lot. It cripples Arcanine, Zapdos, things like those. But I also have to carry Defog because I don't want the Fortress to try to hazard stack me. And I'm relying on getting some burns possibly, but then again it will actually do quite a lot to even Sharpedo. Also Tauros, they aren't the most like they aren't the bulkiest mons in the world anyway. So next I have my Stormfront the Infernape with max speed, max special attack, nasty plot, 3 attacks with life orb. I'm not sure if I said that already. Anyway, vacuum wave, very important. I can just kill the Sharpedo. I hope that Aqua Jet doesn't KO me. I had to check that. Maybe I had to run Pashoberry or something like that. As you know, you saw in Tornadoes, Grass Fire is actually very nice offensive core against Derek. I probably will be able to set up even against Mega Venusaur unless he has like Sleep Powder. Definitely against Fortress. And if I have like the rocks up, I've weakened Arcanine enough. I've got rid of Azelf. Yeah, I have to get rid of Azelf first too, and maybe even Yan Mega. Actually, I have to get rid of Yan Mega, but after those 3, I'm pretty sure that I can just sweep with Infernape. And last, I have the Trinity, the Magneton with Evilad Analytic and Magnetrise. Flash Cannon Discharge Volt Switch, so max special attack, max HP. This is just this is very good matchup against Derek. It matchups well against Mega Venusaur, against Clefable, against Zapdos, even against Azelf depending on the set. But I'm pretty sure that Fire Blast doesn't do too much from Azelf. It could also carry knockoff, which is annoying, but I have to watch out for that. I don't think I need fire coverage because I'm pretty sure that Discharge is a 2 KO on Fortress. yeah, this magnet rise. It is nice against the same ones, like I have the Sugarberry 4, Sharpedo, Tauros, even Golem. I guess Golem can't really hit me when I magnet rise up. But I really have to get magnet rise up against things like Clefable or something that I just force out pretty much. Obviously Arcanine is a huge problem for this mon, for my team overall. I guess Ladias is my main switching for that. And rocks are very important for Arcanine, so maybe that's my biggest weakness, but I hope I'll be fine. I haven't like put too much thought into this team, but this is what I've got. Hopefully this will do the trick. But I guess this is enough about my team. Let's hop straight into the battle. Okay, so here is the battle, and as you can see, he brought Zapdos, Golem, Sharpedo, Mega Venusaur, Yanmega, and Murkrow. A very, very interesting team, and no Clefable, no Arcanine, no Tauros. Those are the biggest things I can see straight away. But there's a Murkrow, which is very interesting. I basically paid no attention towards that mon when I built, but of course I have answers for it. I have Magneton that can just discharge a Volt, which I have. I have Golurk. I actually gave the Stone Edge because Fire Punch on Fortress is 2 KO, but Rock Slide isn't 2 KO on Zapdos, unlike the Stone Edge. And actually gave some speed for Magneton to outspeed a non-speed Venusaur. So let's see if that paid off. And I decided to go with Ladias because I can just T-wave most of his mons and just damage Zapdos or Golem, or just switch into Golurk even. I guess would have been a good play there, but he leads up with Sharpedo, so I don't mind. I can go for T-wave and cripple that thing. He goes for Protect. I go for T-wave on the Protect, and I just go for another T-wave because I know I can take a Crunch thanks to my Colbur Berry. So he goes for that, pops my Colbur Berry. Does about half beat over, so I get my T-wave up, so that's great. One of his 2 speed boosters is crippled now, and yeah, he brought the both speed boosters again, which is, you know, it makes sense because it has been working for him so far. I switch into my Empoleon, which is my main switch into this one anyway, and I make a questionable play here as I set up my rocks. I mean, I don't know what my alternative play would have been, and it doesn't even matter because right now I believe I know his. I don't know his water type move yet, if I'm correct. But regardless of that, I switch into Tornadus predicting another EQ, which was stupid because his best play was to go for Crunch no matter what. But I leave that hit and I can just go for U-turn because, like, okay, if he had Aqua Jet, that would have been a disaster. But no, he doesn't have Aqua Jet, and I can just U-turn out and get off my Regenerator. And obviously, even like when you're paralyzed, you have to get to +6 to be at your normal speed again, so that's good. Okay, here I bring in my Empoleon because I kind of want to be able to check the Golem. He brings in Zapdos, and I go for Scald because I expect him to default, because I want to damage him, but he just Thunderbolts me out, which is fine. I bring in my Golurk as he goes for hidden power eyes apparently, and my stone is actually crits, which is unfortunate for him because I believe it mattered, and now he can't get off his defog, which is horrible for him. He brings in the Venusaur. I switch into my Magneton to kinda fodder it for sleep out if he has it, or just take any hit he wants to go for. Because for Giga Drain and I want to go for Magnetroid now in case he has EQ, but he actually has speed investment and he has HP fire. So that doesn't really work out because the next HP fire will just KO me. So I want to switch out, I want to preserve my Magneton, I switch into my Latias to take that hidden power. Oh, actually goes for Giga Drain, which is I guess solid play. And I just I believe I go for another T-Wave because I don't expect the Golem to come in, and even if it does, it's not a problem. He brings in Murkrow, so it's very nice that I have this thing paralyzed. I don't know what it's gonna do, but I'm gonna switch back into my Trinity because it's a very good overall switching, and he goes for Taunt, which is great because I don't have, I can't get off my Magnetrize, but it doesn't matter. He brings in Golem, so actually Magnetrize would have been nice, but I go for Volt Switch and as he blocks it, and I get a bit scared for a while because he goes for Autotomized, but the thing is that he was faster than me, which means that my Flash Cannon gets the Analytic boost, and it actually kills a Golem, which is amazing. I didn't even expect that, but even if he was slower, I would have still had my Infernape to revenge kill the Vacuum Wave. So he brings in the Venusaur, as I just bring in my Latias to kind of sack it, and I still have a chance to just hit something. So I could have gone for Healing Wish, brought my Magneton back to health, but I was just like, whatever, I can just as well go for Dragon Pulse, do some damage, as he manages to KO me with a Sludge Bomb. Then I can just bring in my Tornado Styrian and just KO it with an Air Slash. And in comes the Yanmega, and I know he's gonna go for Protect, so I go into Magneton because I wall the Yanmega pretty well. And I can just fire off a few discharges to finish off the game, so Magneton in his first battle doing already a terrific job there. Like, absolutely amazing. Getting 3 kills if I'm correct. And I don't even have to bring my Infernape. I was a bit disappointed to not seek a Fable because it would have been so cool to just counter it with Golurk. However, I believe this is the first loss for Derek as you know, the new coach of the team. But I'm sure he'll bounce back. He has a great team. There are still 4 weeks left, so we are still at we are still to be defeated. Not only this season, but in this league overall. I was undefeated in season 2 as well, so I'm gonna face Tom next week, the finalist of the last season. That will be a horrible game because Tom is actually, he doesn't do what he's doing, but he still manages to usually bring crazy sets. You know, that's usually in our prep battles, but anyway. Yeah, that's a tough match, but I'm looking forward to it. I guess this was all for this week. It's time signing out. Bye.